Happy holidays out there, folks. I hope you are warm and safe wherever you are with the people that you love most. Now, a lot of us might take it for granted that we're with the people that we love a lot. However, a lot of us are separated right now, and some of us have been separated historically from our families a lot during the holidays. Those of us that are alone have a completely different experience during the holidays, and I want to talk to y'all a little bit about how to manage that, especially as a man. As being alone, we're really taught to handle that as dudes by this traditional manhood stuff, to be tough, be restricted, being trained to be a good provider and protector, old hunter-warrior stuff. And there's a really important time and place for that in many areas of life that are very important still. However, with that being said, emotional experiences that aren't about anger or happiness are important too sometimes as well. We've been human beings for a long time now. The point of feeling sad is when we do experience loss. A part of that is perceiving that we are alone. This tends to be a really tricky experience for men. We're not given permission to experience sadness very much as kids, and a lot of times we get shamed for being sad or mopey, or giving space to sadness, it's not productive, all this other kind of stuff. And some of those pieces are true. Sadness is not productive in the sense that we think about producing and creating a checklist. It is productive for being a human being because, like all emotions, sadness has its own valuable information for two different aspects of life that we have to keep in balance. So one is about a social action tendency. All emotions have two. One is social action tendency. The other is about personal meaning. What does this mean to me, myself, and my own purpose? So the first, about social action tendency, for sadness, this tells us that we have just experienced loss socially, and that we need to slow down, tune into the people around us, and take inventory of who is in our tribe so we can figure out how to move forward with the community that we now have. This is a huge adjustment for human beings because we are so social. We have a really hard time with loss. So sadness is really designed to kick us on our ass for a little bit because we need to sit down and figure out what is going on with our life realistically, so we don't let go, so don't force hold on to something rather than letting go and being realistic about what's happening and moving forward. So the first part is a social action tendency of sadness. The second part of sadness is about personal meaning. Sometimes we also get sad if we have lost an important part of ourselves, or if we're missing something that we know needs to be there that is about us, and we're not allowed to access it. There's a violation to our personal integrity, our core values. Now, sadness is this valuable information, both socially and both personally. But again, a lot of times as men, we're told to avoid it, we're told to push it down, told to man up, whatever. And again, there's a time and place for it, especially you warriors and protectors out there. Now, with that being said, the emotional experiences and the emotional intelligence in the information that we are getting from our heart and our mind and combining it wisely is how we go about orienting ourselves to being and to the world around us as human beings, man, woman alike. So if you happen to be alone during the holidays or know someone who is dealing with loneliness during the holidays, y'all check us out at balancemanplan.com. We got a ton of resources available for you, and we just wanted to make a one-stop shop for you fellas to get access to whatever you felt like you needed. Whether it is relationships, whether it is your physical health, whether it is dealing with confusing emotional issues or self-identity, this is made for men that are having a hard time with difficult transitions, know something needs to change, don't quite know how to go about it yet, or having a hard time reaching out for help in person. We've got a ton of information through blogs, as well as really inexpensively priced self-guided coaching plans for you to help yourself with in whatever area of life that you need to focus on for your own balance. Whatever you happen to do, keep going. If you go down, just remember to get back up, keep it moving in the same direction, at the same speed when the time is right. Y'all stay safe out there.